Okay, and the lighting looks nice. It has sort of a good sense of mood. Um, I think that you could have more fill light in here. You know, if you have this big beam coming in and there's a bright light on the floor there, that could justify more light filling him in here because he looks very dark. I get in this shot you have kind of a silhouette thing going on, and I think that's all right. I think this shot is a little tricky just because of the still background. You know, you would expect if there's a fire in the distance and all these sparks that they'd be moving, but um, also both his feet and these objects are off the floor, so I think it would be good to get all that stuff actually touching the floor rather than floating above it. Um, and I think I mentioned this last time with there's some animation that really, that's the main thing to fix on this is the animation. This walk needs a lot of work. Really, it looks like the only thing that's moving is the root and the feet, and you should have, and just the pacing is awkward, and you should have his shoulders moving and his elbows and his wrists and the waist twisting and the shoulders twisting. I mean, there's just a lot more to a walk than just moving the feet and the root there. This is better, this part. But but it could still use some work. But I think the thing that's catching my there is the way he's just kind of spinning on his feet, and they're floating above the ground, and they never hold still. So I would try to set some keyframes to keep those feet holding still. I think I mentioned at least some of these things in the last module as well, so you might want to review that critique as well. So yeah, I think if I were to, if you're going to re-render this, I think the thing to spend time on is the animation mostly, and then just getting some fill light on him. And then getting that stuff touching the ground so those cards or whatever they are and his feet aren't floating above the ground.